I'm sorry, y'all. I had to start the podcast off a little different because I miss my brother.
Yeah.
Just, we gonna do it like this. We gonna take it back one time for the one time. What's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Just a Tip podcast.
Right.
It's me, Tiptastic. And as you can see, I have a guest right beside me. I got bars, don't play with me. But I'm with my dog.
Right.
A person I'll be watching all the time because he's everywhere in the city. Homestead Slim in the building.
Yes, sir, man. I'm glad to be here, man. It's an honor to be here with you, man.
Appreciate you.
I want to say, man, thank you for the opportunity for coming to one of the hottest podcasts in the city, man. What you got going on?
Man, appreciate your Homestead Slim, man.
Okay.
I've been following this, man. We met at the what was the event? Because my fam performed Javion Bishop that sat on these couches with me. Free Javion.
Right on.
He sat on these couches. What event was that? Because Hard Body Kiati was hosting the event.
He was.
So, but I ran into Slim that day. I seen him. I seen the radio station. You know, I'm just peeping the scene. You know, networking, doing my thing. And I run across him. He like, man, hey, what you do? I told him what I did. He like, man, you the man I need to talk to.
That's right. That's right.
Sat down over there, did an interview with him. We exchanged Instagram, and I've been following this man ever since.
Yeah, but I've been following him as well, and he hot, ain't he, y'all? Right, he hot. That's why y'all follow his podcast, right? Hey, man, he doing his thing. Y'all make sure y'all give him his flowers right here because he's doing wonderful things in the city, man. And he's giving people like me an opportunity to come on his platform. And that's not easy for everybody.
Man, I appreciate the love, man, and go check out Homestead Slim.
Yeah. Check me out, man.
At 100
street100theheat.com. You can also check me out, man, at Grind City TV Network. I have a TV show.
I'm assuming everything gonna be hard.
It's crazy.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, man. So, man, I'm just blessed right now, man. But it comes from a lot of hard work and dedication.
Oh, no.
Without hard work and dedication, and you staying focused, man, this don't work.
Gotcha.
It don't work.
So, you know I got a segment called 7 Minutes to Get Your Shit Off.
Okay,
So,
what
you
is
got 7 minutes basically to
Okay.
say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Okay.
And so,
ready.
hold on, you know what I'm saying? We got here.
I love
It's
it.
8:14.
Okay.
So 8:21.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Just shut it down.
Yeah, you shut it down.
Check
though.
this out. Go down. I'm ready. I'm live.
Yeah, you can go
Hey,
down.
check this out, man. Say, man, this your boy Homestead Slim from street100theheat.com. And what I do on my radio station, man, is that I show love to all independent artists from all over the world. On Monday, my show is about independent artists coming through. I have an R&B hour from 7 to 8. You know what I'm saying? And from 8 to 10, we just talk about hip hop. Just not playing music. I mean, people from Germany, people from all over the world call in, and they might say, "Well, Slim, how you selling your music down there?" And I might say, "Well, I'm going through Spotify, through Apple Music." Then they might say, "Well, you got those digicards?" And I'd be like, "What is that?" They be like, "Yeah, you got them digicards." And then like 2 days later, I had them digicards, and then all the listeners that's in that room, they have them too. And then when I go out in the city, man, where you get that knowledge from, man? Y'all ain't tuned into the Homestead Slim show. That's a blessing. Also, independent artists, man. I have a TV show as well. It's based out of Pittsburgh. It's called Grind City TV Network. It's on Roku. So make sure that y'all check that out every Friday at 9. I'm in prime time. And what I do is I take independent artists from the city, Houston only, Houston and some of Dallas and surrounding areas. And what I do is I put their videos 1 through 10. I put it on the show, and they're able to get royalty, they're able to get streaming, they're able to get publicity because it's also in Philadelphia, man. And also, man, lately, man, I've got passes to all HBUC games. So if you see me on the sideline on the field at TSU or PV or Jackson State, man, it's because, you know, the good Lord bless me to be able to do that as well, man. I want to say independent artists. One thing I want to say to y'all artists, man, is that I don't have to like your motherfucking music. It ain't about me liking your music. It's about with the time you put in your music. You took the time to write it, produce it, get it mixed, get it mastered. Who the fuck am I to say if it's jam or not? If you send me that music, man, ask the streets, man. You can ask the streets about Homestead Slim, and they gonna tell you, I'm gonna play your shit. But my key thing is, whoever come through my doors, this is something that it's a must. ever come through my doors, you're gonna come out a lot smarter than what you came in. I'm gonna drop some fat on you, what I feel like you may not know from BMI to SoundScan. No, and that's a problem we having today, man. That I've been having a radio station for the last 3 years, you know, where I could bring people in. I actually had it for 5 years, but it was in the closet then. You know,
count them years.
Right, I do.
Count them years.
Those were the best years.
Yeah.
You know, the years where I was building and people doubted me, and the hunger and the passion was able to build. So when you see me out there grinding, it's pent up. They made this what they made. They made that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that, but back to the independent artists, man. What I try to do, man, is I try to promote them outside of the city as well, man. So, man, y'all make sure y'all give me that music, give me that video, that too. But I'm just not limited to independent artists, man. I mean, anything you promoting. I mean, if you got a tire shop, if you got a beauty shop, if you selling hair out your trunk, man, I don't care what you selling. Come to the Homestead Slim show, man, because see, Homestead Slim, man, I'm a black entrepreneur, and I love helping minority entrepreneurs, man, because, hey, I'm one, too, so I understand the struggle. I understand the business side of the game, and that's, like I was saying, that's a problem that we having with these young artists today, man. It's like they come into my radio station, they have, like, maybe $25,000 to $40,000 worth of jewelry on. They got a bad bitch on the side of them. You know, so they got an entourage. They got pistols on them. You know, so they look the part. And then after about 15 minutes of a conversation, they don't know. I could say, well, what does Sound Exchange do? And then they just look dumbfounded. Just dumbfounded. And then I'll be like, you know, Sound Exchange, for those who don't know, free game. Sound Exchange. Oh, Spotify, Apple Music, all that, yeah, that's fine. But Spotify and Apple Music, all that shit don't go outside of North America. So once your music starts screaming overseas, the only way you can recoup that money, Sound Exchange. You know what I'm saying? You have to have those 4 entities, man, to even collect your money. So it's a lot of artists in the city. It's a lot of business owners in the city that have businesses, artists, and they're not collecting all their royalties. They don't even know how to collect their royalties. And to me, it befuddles me because why would you enter something and not know what the hell you enter, what you doing? So, man, I try to help as many artists as I can. I try to help as many entrepreneurs as I can. But like I say, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And this from the bottom of my heart, man. Okay. Is that if you love this, it's not work. People say, man, you work hard, man. To me, it's not work.
Man, it's like you be having fun.
I be having fun, man. And then it's like, get out, man. That's another thing, man. Get out, man. You know, we was talking a little earlier about, you know, different things, but man, get out, man. Get out your neighborhood. Get out that's not what life is. Man, some of these events I be at, man, I'm talking about big black billionaires, man. I'm talking about, you need to surround yourself with that type of energy, man. And once you surround yourself with that type of energy, other people gonna see it glowing, man. And they'll invite you. Always network. Keep up with your network, man. You shake somebody's hand, man, they almost be calling me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, man, come on, man. If I meet you and I shake your hand and spend 10 minutes with you, man, I want to network with you forever, man. Don't let your plugs get away. Don't let your networking opportunities get away. Seize all the moment when your man, you might wait 3 years. When your moment come, be ready. Be ready when your moment come, man. Because, man, if you not, man, it might be another 5 years before it come back around, man. Be ready for your moment. Stand in your truth. And don't give a fuck about what nobody else say. Because, like, my own homies in my hood, I love them. Shots out to Shady Timbers Homestead. I love y'all niggas. But they didn't support me in the beginning. They didn't give, you got a radio, man, that shit. First 3 years, man, they wouldn't call, they wouldn't support, they wouldn't do nothing. Now they see me doing interviews with Jermaine Dupri. They see me with Montel Jordan. They seeing that shit now. Now they my best of motherfucking friends, but I still accept them. I still love them because I ain't that type of brother. But don't worry about what nobody saying. They not gonna support you in the beginning, and your family, you know, they love you. They gonna rock with you, but they not gonna support you in the beginning. So don't be tripping on that. And don't be worried about who's supporting you or not. If you got a focus and you got a vision, that between you and God. Say, man, can't nobody take that from you, man. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. I think I got a few. Well, I'm past my 7 minutes. Can I keep going?
hey, man, I wasn't gonna stop it. You were hot.
Hey, you were hot. Man, look, I was in the penitentiary, man. I met this dude named DMR. Y'all can go follow him on Instagram. He got a nice page. Me and him was locked up in Jasper, Texas. Yeah, we was locked up in Jasper, Texas. Yeah, Homestead Slim in Jasper,
Hold on,
Texas.
time out.
Okay.
Yeah. Jasper, Texas.
Yeah. They drag Yeah, they dragged her.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say because I remember that as a kid because I was a kid then.
I remember the
And so I was gonna say so that's the place where they drug that melon. I don't like to say black because black means pale.
Got you.
And so
I like that.
Yeah, because it does. Shout out to my boy Tuta. He put me on game.
Right.
So that's why I say now melanated beings.
Got you.
Are we gonna talk our talk? Or I'm gonna say God and goddesses.
Man, we gonna talk our talk, man. We gonna talk our talk. So I was incarcerated in Jasper, and I met this guy named DMR, and they would fight and do a lot of different things. And, but I'm gonna say this too: don't ever let nobody tell you can't find God in the penitentiary because I did. Now, I'm gonna leave that there. We might be able to come back to that a little later, but I'm gonna leave that there.
Oh no, we coming back.
Thank you. So we we in there, we in the corner where they fight. You know, it's the corner, the red door, where, where you scrap it in. Everybody look for the guard, they scrap it in. So it was a little bloody that night. So me and my partner, we just sitting in there, just sitting down, just chilling. He was like, man, what you gonna do, man? You finna go home in about 9 months. I said, man, you know what, man? I'm gonna start me a radio station. I ain't have a dime. I ain't know how to start a radio station. I didn't know how to, nothing. I just said, man, I want to start me a hip-hop radio station because I'm an artist. And I felt like I couldn't rap forever. So my transition into rap was radio. That was my transition. So he was saying, man, yeah, okay, whatever. Just whenever you get out, don't forget about me. Man, after I got home, maybe about a year, man, I started pressing. I started pushing the issue, man. And, hey, here I go today. So don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. I mean, I was in a penitentiary with nothing. I'm talking about commissary money. That's all I had on the books for real. And man, I was able to weather that storm and come up from nothing. And man, I'm here today, but I still got a long way to go, man. With that being said, man, I want to say thank you for allowing me to tell my story. For one, man, but man, it's been a journey. And man, I'm gonna keep pushing, man. And I just met this guy here, maybe this year, but last year.
It was last year, and I want to say,
it's a weapon.
Was that in August? I believe it probably was August.
It's around that time. It had to be around that time.
Yeah, because I know it was still hot outside.
It was still hot.
And so and because they had Rachel Gemini, I see her, I follow her.
That's right.
And she doing big things.
Big things.
I love it.
Whoa, I mean, and I love to see that. Like 6 months ago, you in a whole nother spot than where you was 6 months ago. It's just to see you, to see the growth, the maturity and the vision of where you want to go, man. Can't nobody stop you, man. And I follow that. I'll make sure I support that, man. So y'all make sure y'all support this young brother right here, man, because he's doing big things, exceptional things. And I know y'all follow his page, man. I mean, great audio, great visuals, great questions, great interviews, man. Look, I'm here, man. I wouldn't be here if it was some
Come back, part 2.
So Slim,
yeah, what it do?
I want to go back. Okay, we're gonna go back, right?
Okay.
So you said you was incarcerated.
I was, man.
So I want to go back for that.
Okay.
So who was Homestead Slim?
Okay.
Then. Who was that guy? Because I met you now,
right,
at a peak, even bigger than what you was when I first met you.
At a peak, right.
And so I'm meeting you more on the successful side.
Right.
I want to know, because you was talking about the struggle, I want to go deeper into that. So what got you to the point to where you got incarcerated? So what was going on at that time?
Oh man, I mean, I was a young man out here, man. I was basically lost, doing the artist thing, just basically an artist. I didn't have a vision. I didn't have a plan. I was just living a Nino Brown dream.
Okay.
I was living a Nino Brown dream, and I was pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I saw life. That's exactly what I was gonna do. Couldn't nobody tell me no different. You know what I mean? I had been laid down, face down, butt naked, stripped, gun back to the back of my head, got off the ground and got right back at it. So I was just that determined, to be in that lifestyle. I was loose, with myself. I have a baby mama here. I have a baby mama. Shouts out, I love my kids, but I wasn't doing grown man things at the time. I want to give a special shout out to my mom, who prayed for me, because if it wasn't for those prayers, man, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Shout out to Mom.
Shouts out to Mom Dukes, man. Like she prayed for me and kept me in line as much as she could, man. I was out there playing with them pistols, man. And
are you the oldest, youngest, middle?
I have no brother. I have no sister.
Hold on, so you the only one?
I'm the only child.
Oh, you solo dolo.
Solo, and that's why you be seeing me out solo dolo, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm good by myself, man. I can think by myself. I be having 38 home
got a hammer.
all the time.
No, I folded for
Yeah,
that.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But I be one deep,
no,
man, and like my struggle was just I was just, you know, one of those dudes where the hood hadn't took me under.
you
The
know, that shit
OGs
was
wasn't
sweet,
telling me
huh?
shit. You know, they was sending me on dummy missions, you know, putting the work in my hands. Slim, you cook
got me
this
though.
for
I'm
me.
good.
Shoot this over here to Acres Home. Send this over here to City Gas. So you gonna have somebody come pick up a 9-pack at 2. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Spending $4,000 on candy paint, $2,500 on some motherfucking rims. That type of hoe ass shit was the type of shit I was doing. Listen, and I'm gonna say this to y'all. You get mad at the motherfucking cops because he's trying to stop you from selling dope in your community that's fucking up your community. Y'all tell me, y'all make sense of that. And once I went to the penitentiary and started thinking like that, I was like, man, I can't do this shit no more. I don't want to destroy my community, but the money, I got any bitch out there and they won't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm destroying the community. And I was calling the police the problem, but they wasn't the problem, man. It was my mind state and the people around me mind state. So that's why, man, the good Lord, man, when the good Lord touch you, the good Lord will touch you, man. I mean, he's not what they say he is. He will kill your ass if you out here with this bull. He will kill you, and that's what the preachers don't preach. Man, God will kill you. Like for out here disrespecting your mom, disrespecting your grandfather. Out here, karma is real, man. That's what God do. So once I went to the penitentiary, I was lucky that he didn't take my life. Set me down. I became Muslim in jail. I became a Muslim in jail. So don't let nobody tell you can't find God in jail. I prayed. I read the Bible. The Bible say, whatever you want, write it down on a tablet.
Keep turning up.
I told him I want to be the best radio station in the state of Texas. I wrote it on a tablet. And goddamn me, ain't nobody gonna tell me I ain't the best radio station in the state of Texas.
See, that's the type of energy I like.
Okay,
Because
right
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Like,
Right on.
you see the I Am Athlete.
Right on.
You see the Pivot. They had a great
gonna lie,
episode
though,
with
like
that boy
this
Kwame Brown.
Oh, they did.
You watched it?
I did.
Hey.
I did.
I watched my peers.
Me too.
I watched my peers.
too.
So,
Yeah.
you got Uncle Shay.
What is that?
Shay.
Oh, I love Shannon, but I really think he should have checked Skip a little more than what he did. Shouts out to Shannon Sharp on that one. Shannon, check him. Because when he said, I don't care, man, you a Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, you can't disrespect that. So, you know, I really started watching Skip Bayless after that because, like, really, I really feel like he was disrespectful. And Tom Brady, he the GOAT, but Shannon was right. He had a sorry season this year.
No, he definitely. And I'm a Tom Brady fan.
Right.
And I'm like retired, bro.
Right. Retired.
But I ain't gonna lie. Customer did come up to me. He was like, we was out and I was helping my family today.
Right.
And he was talking about, you know, it's rumors Tom Brady coming to the Texas. I was like, hold up now.
To the Texans?
Hold up now.
Man, look, Texas, don't do it. Don't do it, Texas. Get your defense, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I like our defense. I like our pieces.
Our linebackers suck.
Nah.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of tackles. And
A lot.
And my thing is, when we get to this draft, I'm telling you, I said this on a radio station, on grade A radio station.
Shouts out to grade A, man. Shouts out to grade A.
Last year.
Okay.
I said in 3 years, the Texas is going to be right. Because I knew this year was going to be a wash. Next year going to be all right.
It is.
Our third year watch is Florida.
Well, okay, the Texans, I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah, they need to hire me. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, I think I could do some little work, too. Davis Mills, yeah or nay?
Hell no.
Hey, now, I'm going to tell you, the person that I did like, that rookie running back.
Oh, DP?
DP
Damian
run with
Pierce.
heart.
Oh, yeah.
He run with heart, man. I like DP. I
But
like
see,
DP.
hold on.
18.
Y'all watching this, right? I hope y'all watching this, right?
Yeah.
Y'all see what outfit this man got on.
Right
though.
on.
He got the Minnesota Vikings.
Right on.
I'm going to ask you about that because that was one of my questions. I seen
Okay.
that. I was like,
Okay.
why the Minnesota Vikings?
Man, I'm an advocate dresser. I like to dress and be fly. You know what I'm saying? So the purple was like just legit for me. But I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan since 1983. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cowboy man. Shouts out to Dak Prescott. We retired Brady, didn't we? Y'all to see his face. Y'all to see his face.
They see it.
I'm a Cowboy fan, man. All day.
All right, so Homestead, I'm glad you are because you owe me money then.
I do.
Because Dak hold me on my bets.
He did? You didn't believe in that?
No, he hold me.
Okay.
He cost me my championship in my fantasy football too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the minutes. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, I get where you at.
Huh?
I get you. Okay.
Yeah, nah. Dakota Rain, nah.
Dakota Rain, you know his name.
Yeah, I know his name because Skip Bayless. Skip. I heard it from Skip.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Skip he be doing that. And my Cowboys.
hey, hold on. If I think, hey, that mean you roll with Skip. You a Cowboys fan?
Nah, I don't roll with Skip. I can't stomach Skip. I watched that show because of Shannon.
See, I watched it because of Shannon too. I just want to buy his cognac because of his Shannon.
I do. Shannon Sharp podcast, the Shay Room.
I love it. He can be himself.
It hits 300 to 400,000 views, 100,000 when he released a Shay. When Skip Bayless with his podcast releases his own, you know this, right? This fact. Go look it up. I watch my peers.
Yeah.
Skip Bayless may do maybe 1,000 per thing he put out.
Like a view?
1,000 views, no more than 5,000 views per each time on his channel. Skip Bayless, look it up on YouTube. Look it up. I do my homework. Straight up, man. He ain't shit without Shannon Sharp. He ain't shit. He got that Fox contract, and then Stephen A makes 20 million a year. Skip Bayless makes $17 million a year from Fox. 17 million.
That's some coinage.
Yeah, and the Cowboys don't even like him. He's not even wanted in the building, not in the facility. They don't even respect him. Facts.
All right, I want to go.
Okay.
Back, cause we're gonna get back on you, cause we got a little sidetrack. Talking about them.
We always
cow.
You're finna say cowgirls, man. I heard that.
Woo! I put Lil Baby on this beat, but not the last beat.
Can you
right.
get?
You
Right
I
on.
said, how they gonna put Lil Baby on this one, but not the last? Right.
In the penitentiary, and
Okay.
you said you became a Muslim.
I did.
And you found God.
I did.
And so now you have at the station.
Okay.
Oh,
Before you got to the station, what was you doing when you first got out?
Man, when I came home, I had a plan. I told, first of all, man, when I came home, man, I'm just gonna tell you about the ride home. My mom and her brother came pick me up, and when you leave Huntsville, you leave out the red bricks. You know the red bricks, and that's the oldest penitentiary in the state. It was made in 1886. It's actually the century. So everybody that goes to Huntsville has to be released from this prison. It's like the brain. It's in Huntsville. And I walked out the door, man, and my mom, man, she at the time she was 65, and just to see her face.
That's cute.
I'm back.
That's cute.
I had to duck
Man.
under the mic.
Pass on Dark Brotherhood.
Man,
Yeah,
it was crazy, man. And we had a talk
It was too much
on the way home, and she was asking me,
Too much moaning.
my hands was tied, because there's a lot of times she can't rescue. I'd have a $100,000 bond. Mama coming to get. I would have a.
Cause you got to put what 10%?
Yeah,
To that,
10%.
so
yeah,
10%.
10%. Mama's coming to get me. Mama coming to get me,
Gotcha,
man.
gotcha.
And this time she say, son, my hands was tied. Look, this is something the good Lord. It's between you and
You
the
know
good
what?
Lord.
I haven't heard that in so long.
She's 65.
Hey, hold on, but she was like, my hands is tied.
My hands was tied. Meaning she couldn't help. It was nothing.
Yeah, I know that.
Capabilities. Well, she could help me. And she said, well, that's between you and God. If you didn't get your situation right between you and God during this time, it's not going to get better on this end. So are you ready to come home? I was like, yeah, Mom, I'm ready to come home. So she had to deck out the garage. She had to made it to a whole room. She had to bought me a car. It was a PT Cruiser. She bought me
A whip is a whip.
a whip is a whip. That's coming from nothing. I ain't like shit, man. She bought me a PT Cruiser. She turned the garage and made it my home. And she say, son, I believe in you, but without you, I'm the only child. Nobody to cut the grass. Nobody to go shopping for her. Nobody to. She's 65. And when we pulled up in the driveway, my son, he's out in the lobby now, man. We like this. My father left me today. I'll be dead. That's another story. But my son was in the window. And man, I had been tough. I had to knock a few dudes out. Had to got poked in the eye, but I didn't win every fight in the penitentiary. I didn't. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I did.
Gotcha.
But I knuckle up. When I was just tough, man. I had to be tough. But when I came home, man, I cried like a baby. He was just in the window, man. I mean, I couldn't. It was uncontrollable because, man, the reality hit that, man, I let my mom down. I let my son down. And what kind of man am I to leave my family out here for the wolves to have with nothing? He at the time, I think he, like right now he's 11. At the time, he maybe was 5, 4. You know, I left him out here, man, for 2 years, man, 2.5 years, man. And man, that was the hardest thing, man, me coming home. But once I came home, man, you know, all the partners in the hood, man, let me give you a 9-pack. Let me front you 5 pounds of weed. You know, I got them perks. You know, that instead of them coming to me saying, say, man, I got my partner, man, you want to fill out an application? I had any choice of drug I wanted, man. But the key thing is, I asked God for what I wanted, but I also made God a deal. Now, a lot of people make a deal with the devil. A lot of people make a deal with the devil, and a lot of people do. And I made a truce with God. I say, God, if you help me through this situation, if you help, which I know he will, help me through this situation, I will never sell another piece of drug in my life. And as soon as I came home, as broke as I was, it was plentiful for me, because that's basically what I did. So what I did was, man, it's a little labor hall, man, over there off Cross Timber. This is a little labor hall. Man, I was making maybe $35 a day, going to work, man, getting up at 4 in the morning. You might have to sit in there to 10 before they send you to a bus ride out, you know, to go do a job. Go to the job, come back. They gonna take the taxes out. I probably was making $35, maybe $40 a day. Hey, man, I did that for maybe a couple of months, man. You know, I did that for a couple of months. But here we go. This is when it. Well, I'll just leave it there until you ask the question. Well,
No.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But you know, it all changed. One day, you know what I'm saying, I had talked to my father, and you know, he was, you know, going through his stages of cancer at the time. You know, he was going through his stages of cancer at the time. And I was just blessed to be able to come home and you know, be there for him in his last days, even though
Did you forgive him during or after he passed?
Wait.
I forgave him. I forgave him before, you know, even before I even went to jail. But in jail, I was able to think about it more because I realized he had cancer. But the forgiveness came out of love. I mean, you can't hate nobody you don't know. I mean, that's crazy.
Strongly dislike. We don't use HATE.
Got you.
That's the only rule I got here.
No, man. I'm
Yeah.
that's the word that needs to be thrown away anyway.
Yeah, I had to take that out of my vocabulary. I take that out of my vocabulary. I really don't even. I really not ever like the word can't.
Gotcha. Me, it's that word doesn't exist. But like I was saying, and you know, I was just able to come up out of that. I didn't have any dislike for my father, even though he left me as a child. I mean, and you know, he did some of the dirtiest shit ever, man. Like, you know, that's my father, but you know, he married my mama's first cousin. Oh, yeah, I mean, whoa. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And my mom actually came home and caught them in they bed.
Oh,
like that. Like, yeah, like that. So, you know, but that was my mom's issue. You know, I never knew him. You know, I might go in the summer, you know, maybe 3 months, you know, here before the summer, you know, every now and then. But I really just never just got a chance to know who my father was. But as me growing up as a man, my mom would say, well, you just like your dad. And while I was living that life, I was juggling women. You know, I was living a fast life. You know, I stayed, my mind stayed high. I wasn't able to think clearly. I was against everything that the police was for. You know, I'm not calling them for anything, but I'm just saying, like I was explaining earlier, man, I'm tearing up my community, and I'm mad at them because they trying to stop me from tearing up my community. You know, things like that. So with that being said, man, I was able to keep focused, and I think that's where I am, who I am today, because I don't show the dislike or the disloyalty or disdain towards people. Matters if they have love for me or not. I'm still able to show love and be cordial with those who I feel like may have a little disloyal disdain for me. So that's one of my biggest strengths, and I was able to learn that through having a relationship or a non-relationship with my father.
I'll take it.
Gotcha. Because I was going to ask, like, so how would you describe Homestead Slim today? Yeah. How you, like who,
Whoa.
like who are you today? Like, cause that's a lot of trauma
It is. It was.
that our community we don't like to deal with.
I mean, Mom always told me, you either going through a storm, you in the middle of a storm, or you're on your way out of a storm.
Say that one more again.
Either you in the going in a storm,
Yep.
you in the middle of a storm, or you're on your way out of a storm, and that's life. It's gonna be one of the three all the time. And with that being said, man, I was able to put that on my shoulders and say this is what a grown man has to endure. And I did it. I don't have no regrets. It wasn't perfect. I don't take nothing back from what I did. But today, Homestead Slim, I can honestly say that I'm an honest black man. Melanated. I'm an honest melanated man that fears God. That my truth is my word is my bond. I'm here to help others. And some people go through life without knowing what their mission from God is. People go through life and never know and just be actually lost. I know what my mission from God is, and I was able to figure it out. I was able to, and I asked God, my mission, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier for God. My mission is to help and educate those who needs to be helped and educated. That's basically what I'm here for. And the good Lord has blessed me and to have a platform to where I can help, plenty. I can help as many people that come my way, and that's a blessing within itself. So with that being said, Homestead Slim is an honest, God-fearing man who loves his children, but all about his bag. Yeah,
Gotcha.
basically.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
who in the future do you want to work with? Like, who is the people? Because you act,
Okay. I
you
do.
got your radio station.
I do.
Like, who would you like to see on your radio station? Because you know what, I can see Homestead Slim
Okay.
with me at NRG.
Okay.
You feel me? Like,
I feel
like-
you. I feel you.
no, because I'm putting that in the air because Bun B, if you seeing this, March 3rd, I and Homestead Slim need to be in the building, on stage.
At the rodeo?
Yes.
Did you film this right now?
Hell,
Watch
this
this.
is
Watch
recorded.
this. I'm finna put this live on air right now. March 3rd, me and my big homie right here, we will be on stage with Bumby. I already got the passes. I'm already in there. I already got it done. It's facts.
See,
It's done already. I have access to every rodeo from when it start to when it end. I could be there any day I want.
see,
Or I could do all of that.
see, I didn't even know that
Facts.
because
You spoke it. You spoke it down.
because no,
It came
because I literally, I was driving. I'm gonna tell the story real quick.
Okay.
So I was driving, right,
Yeah.
and I look to my right.
Bodyguard.
I see Bun B, March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
March is my motherfucking month.
Okay. Your
That's
birthday?
my month.
Birthday?
Birthday month.
Okay.
You know, solar return month. The real New Year month.
Yeah.
Let's put that out there too. The real New Year month.
Right. But you did some reading.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know some. You know some.
Hey man, again, shout out to Tutai,
Okay.
my mentor, my brother. That's who put me on to this path, like my spiritual journey. That's why I don't. You ain't gonna ever see me rock anything that ain't got no substance on it.
Right.
And that's how it is. My hoodie, substance.
Right. Man, I would like to meet that.
Oh yeah.
I like to meet that.
No, that's fine because I seen you. You gonna meet him.
Okay,
That-
cool,
don't- don't worry.
cool.
You gonna
cool.
meet him.
Right.
Like that's a real one. Like
Right.
that's real OG.
And I like to surround myself around people like
So I seen that on Bun B.
Okay.
Something in my spirit's like, cause I went to the rodeo last year.
Okay.
With the ghetto, cause 9 to 5 I call that the ghetto. That's
Okay,
the
okay.
That's the slave ship. I'm free.
Okay.
Take the chains off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuck in the system. I'm sorry. I was never meant to be a worker for long term. I'm
Okay.
a boss. I'm a king.
That's
I'm
right.
a guy around this bitch.
That's right.
So I seen that.
Mhm.
I seen it last year. I said, babe, we're not gonna ever have to walk and do that type of shit again.
Okay.
Like walking that, because I understand like I'm walking, but I'm like, bro, I'm a fucking star.
Right.
Like I see Bun B name up there,
Great throw.
Tipville, USA.
Right.
Like, 'cause
Right.
nothing's out of reach for me. I was born to be a fucking star.
Right.
And I knew that. And I looked at that and I say, I need to be a part of that.
Right.
Because why? I got the best podcast in Houston.
You
That's
do.
no disrespect.
No
Anybody
disrespect.
that's doing this shit right here,
Okay.
I got it.
Right.
Me. Tip fucking tastic. Hottest podcast.
Right on.
I'm gonna be on his show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all never really seen me do an interview.
Okay.
I did one interview last year
I haven't.
on this day, and they're
On
doing
this day?
something on this day,
Okay.
the 20th. I did one last year with Chaz and Skeet, and I thank them for the opportunity.
Okay.
But I never really got to tell my story yet,
Right.
or really where I came from,
Okay.
my grind and my struggle. Because I like yours, just like you have a story, and it's powerful. That's a powerful fucking story.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I got a powerful story too.
I'm gonna pull it out.
One of my closest friends, shout out to Jazzy the Great. That's one of my people I know I can talk to.
Okay.
Gonna give it to me straight 100. Ain't gonna she's like my goddess. She
Right.
give it to me straight 100.
Okay.
I like surrounding my people like that.
Right.
Like
Right.
so she told me you have a powerful story because I told it to her 1st.
Mhm.
She's like, man, you got a powerful story.
Right.
And it's just, I've been so afraid to I be keeping that part, but I'm like, bro, you know how much that story can help somebody?
But let me ask you this. Hey, you don't have to get into the story.
Yeah.
But why would you keep it inside like that?
Because I want to give it to somebody. It's a method behind my madness because
Methods behind the madness.
I know where I'm going. I know my story can help somebody else, right?
Right.
But so I go on your show, right?
Dragon, bro. Whatever.
And I can say Homestead Slim had it first.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
My God,
I got
you fucking
at least 3
serious?
interviews
Two
Okay.
dragons.
that I got to get done. Yours, Z Real, that's been on my podcast that we gonna redo because I fucked up and download the wrong episode, and that's again on me, and I apologize for that. And the third is the Unfiltered podcast.
Okay.
Y'all are the only 3 I'm giving these interviews to.
Thank you. Now I do want to.
And magazine with Archie. He was just in the play.
Okay.
So it's really 3, and then the magazine, that's the first one I'm gonna do. It's black on everything
Right.
I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm sorry, melanated on.
I said I done rubbed off on him.
Melanated on.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Too bad Kirby's taking L's.
once I get to the top, because they say it's lonely at the top, I said it's not, because I'm gonna have my people with me.
Oh, now, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me say this.
Yeah.
Now that statement right there. Now let me say this. The good Lord may bless you.
All right. I see what I'm
And-
gonna have to be Ken.
Sometimes going up that elevator
What the?
to the
what's
20
happening?
to the 30th floor,
I'm a demon.
you might have to stop at 18 and let
Fuck
it.
whatever you had going on right there.
You might have on that way up.
Yeah.
You might have to stop at 24, and the good Lord gonna take some people off himself. Your blessing ain't everybody blessed,
how it hurts.
and it's cool to bring your people, but that has to be what God's plan is. Because if you don't, you may not never reach that 30th floor.
Oh, no.
It's people that's supposed to be in your life for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's people supposed to be in your life for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's people supposed to be in your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that's supposed to be in your life for 6 months, you better get them the fuck out your life.
Oh, they-
it's gonna be a problem.
No, they out.
Okay, gotcha.
See, this is my thing, Slim, because on my journey, I'm still growing. I'm still learning.
Okay.
But I already been weeding out the people. And you know what?
That's
They
important.
weed themselves
They
out.
do. They hang. All you gotta do is
Like
kick the
thing,
tail.
the thing is, a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people hang themselves.
They hang themselves.
My thing is, I'm a good dude, genuine. I cannot let anybody, anything, or anyone try to change me
Don't.
because that's the core of me.
You
Like,
know,
that's me.
You're unique.
Exactly.
You're unique.
So I'm different. Like I
Right.
can't let nobody change me because I don't. Just like you, I don't mind giving a helping hand.
I don't.
I don't mind giving an opportunity.
I don't.
Excuse me.
I don't mind.
An opportunity.
I don't mind.
And because just like an opportunity was given to me, it's my job to give that opportunity and keep getting these opportunities. Like the thing is, I can give you an opportunity. So this is the thing.
Okay.
Would you want the opportunity of how to do it, or me to just give it to you? Like say, okay, I know I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's already that's set in stone. It's already up here.
Right.
When I make it big, and it's like bigger than what I'm already am now.
Right.
For y'all to see, I know what the fuck I am. So
Yeah.
I can have $0 in my bank
Nah,
account.
you a whole
and
giant
I'm
out
still,
here. You a whole giant out here.
and I'm still that nigga.
Right.
Because it's not the money. You make the money.
It's not.
That's a gem.
It is.
I give you the game, or I give you $1 million. Which one you taking?
I'm taking the game.
Exactly.
I'm taking the game.
It's two
I'm taking
different
the
type
game.
of people in this world, right? First off, it's greedy motherfuckers.
Whoa.
And see, money quick. They like quick money.
Quick.
Quick money don't last long.
It don't.
No.
Your parents taught you that when you were young, but you really wouldn't listen. They had so many messages into that.
Oh, man.
That's so fucking powerful. And I didn't realize that until I just sit back and think.
That's right.
It's like they said, quick money don't last long. Because
Right.
it don't. Because it can end in death. Or you can lose it quickly. Just as fast you get it, as fast you can lose it. That's what mama always told you.
Right.
Or grandma.
I always told you. Why that money burn in your pocket?
You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you this one right quick. My grandfather
go
told me
ahead.
this. It is kind of a little bit out of subject, but I'm gonna tell you what he told me.
Okay.
And I was maybe 8, so I didn't understand it then. But right now, when I tell it to you, you might laugh, but I was like, I didn't understand it at 8. He told me, and it's kind of on the other side. He said, "Now, son, I ain't have a father. Remember, I ain't have a father."
Gotcha.
And he was like, "Well, son, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna tell you this today. I'll never forget it. He set me down. He had a whole big watermelon. I just cut it down a minute. He wasn't
A real watermelon.
Yeah, a real watermelon. I mean, back then, he just cut it in half. He just get a fork and go dig in it. That's how it was.
I'm from the country, so
Okay, I'm from Palestine, Texas.
you ever heard of Kendleton, Texas?
I have. It's up in
It's down south.
Down south.
It's down south. It's going towards Victoria. It's a small
Okay.
little town. You can miss it if you blink.
Right. Palestine has a population of maybe 3,000.
No, this is called 360 something.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. My grandfather said, man, let me tell you something about these women. I don't know. I'm 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He say, once that nut come out of you, it belongs to her and the state of Texas. And I just looked at him like, what are you saying?
Damn.
What are you saying to me? But
Damn.
today, I understand what he was saying.
Wow.
I understand. So when they was dropping those Jews off to he was a real one. He was a real one. Yeah, when they was dropping them Jews out at the time, you don't understand them, but I think they plant those seeds because he's been dead, man, for maybe over 30 years.
He ain't dead.
But I stick right. But I can say that either. Because he's not, because he lives through me. You know what I'm saying? And those words,
Our ancestors.
right? Those words, those his character,
again.
you know what I'm saying? I was able to embellish that, as I got older and understand what it meant to actually be a man. I think we have a lot of little 40-year-old and 30-year-old boys in our community that needs to be addressed as
man.
well. I feel like we're not teaching or giving back to the community like we should, and I try as much as I can, and it's more than giving away free haircuts and free backpacks. I mean, we really need to. This is my goal for 2024.
At least let me go with it.
Is to have me a facility to where I have, starting out, 10 melanated men that takes on 10 melanated children, big brothers,
God,
whatever.
Wow.
So basically,
I'll take
we
it.
trying to
I'll take it.
like.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with the
Yeah.
old
wins
law.
to what?
It just niggas.
To what?
It ain't nothing wrong with it, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But again, I started looking at it because
I like this.
I'm getting older.
What's this one?
I got a 14-year-old.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be 15.
Oh.
I have a 5-year-old that's gonna be 6, and I have a 1-year-old that's gonna be 2.
Right. You got the life insurance already out the way, right?
That's coming.
Hey, say, man, I closed my eyes today. That little boy out there gonna be rich. I closed my eyes today. Say, man, the average white. I cut it out.
No, you can say
Okay,
whatever you want. But no,
okay. Hey, I'm gonna go in now.
yeah, because you can drop a gem like that.
Okay.
Handed him a Percocet.
A lot of things I start seeing, I'm like,
I mean,
I'm becoming an OG now.
That's right. You are OG.
So I'm like,
From innocent,
I
though?
gotta spread this knowledge to these kids.
OG don't have nothing to do with
I don't know how
age.
true that is.
Exactly.
It has to do with experience and knowledge.
Exactly. So
Right.
I'm like,
Go with it.
what I'm learning,
But how they just
I
said,
gotta give it to him,
Right.
because
But can we acknowledge that he did get handed a Percocet?
they always
We don't
thought
know if
our
he got hit in the
generation,
Percocet.
my generation,
Yeah,
my
that's
parents
true.
thought,
They just
y'all
got that
generation
nigga
gonna
up.
be screwed. And I say
They
no.
have it to make him
We
looking
actually
real
listened.
hand-to-hands. That nigga,
Some
yeah,
of
what
us.
was that they
The
was
only
doing,
way your
bro? He said
generation
nigga
can be
first.
screwed is the generation before you fail.
I'm gonna see it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Who else?
I
Who's the
don't,
kid
my
on this
generation, I'm sorry, I can't let mine. I don't want to be the generation that be like, because
one? Who's this?
these kids is acting
Looks like I hope
different.
it's Ken.
And it
They,
looks like
like,
Ken.
as they say,
They
they
are
think,
different.
they say
Bro, you
they
gotta
know it all.
witness,
Y'all don't know enough.
Y'all don't
Y'all
know
ain't even
enough.
been tested
They haven't
really
been
yet.
tested. They haven't been tested. They haven't been tested. My mom, she
If I
worked.
win Ken,
She's
I
retired
think
now.
I-
She worked at the
I
airport
did my job for
for
the
like
day.
40
You
years.
did. I
At
don't
a
even
bar.
talk no more mess
And
about
she
you.
had people spit on her,
You getting work
call her
right now.
nigga,
I ain't
all
getting
kind
a
of
little
things.
bit
But she
work.
held on to her job. She never was not going. I didn't have Christmas sometimes. We didn't have lights.
That's a. I'm about to say.
Sometimes.
See, and that's another thing too that we got to get out of, because us as melanated beings think
Right.
about this. We spend the most.
Mhm.
We put on the most.
Mm-hmm.
We showboat the most.
Right.
We're the most fashionable.
Right.
We are the culture.
We are.
Literally, we are the culture. But we trying to show out for another culture that don't even give a fuck about us.
I mean, the
Respectfully.
respectfully, the shout out to the Asian and Chinese guy who makes and this
But they
I do
but
my
see,
work.
but see, look, they pour into their community.
They do, but they
They
take
extra
from ours.
stuff
Let's say the black woman, she spends $1 billion
Extra stuff.
on weed a year. How many black owned stores do you see that sell
But then that's the thing.
right.
That's the thing.
right.
As a community,
on,
we
man.
hold ourselves back. That's
That's the
the
point.
thing I'm trying to get
That's the point.
to our community.
That's the
Because when y'all hear Tip do a show,
Mhm.
it's gonna be somebody melanated, somebody melanated,
Right.
somebody
Right.
melanated, somebody melanated.
Right.
When y'all go see me February the 11th at my first ever play,
Mm-hmm.
I got y'all know I'm rocking Tipville
Right.
for the show regardless.
I got to get some of that gift.
But you know what?
Good fucking.
I'm getting something made by Madam President
Okay.
for a scene. That's a poet. One of the best poets in Houston,
Dang,
one of the
there we
best
go.
poets
God
in the
damn.
United States,
That
and
was
one of the best poets around.
Right.
Madam President. You will see it real soon.
Now let's get physical.
Vote
Let's get
2024 2044 vote for more. She gonna be running for president.
That's what's up.
So, and she mean that shit.
That's what's up.
With the Street Fighters,
So,
like hitting them, it does
Everything
look
I
bad.
wear, everything I do, I want to have us own it. Because think about it.
I'm finna beat the shit
We
out
probably
this
was
nigga.
already
Last one,
millionaires
what was
if
the
you
last
think
one?
about it. Think about it like this. Since you had a job, I've been working since I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the money we
Ranger
spend,
Girl
think
gas
about it. So you made
songs.
like maybe
Last
say
one was who
50K a year, 50K a
Who
year,
else?
50K a year, 50, 60,
Yeah, who else?
70, 80, right?
Right.
So you made 80K in those years, right? So in 2 years, you making 6 figures, right? At least in 2 years,
Yeah.
you making 6 figures.
Oh yeah, he got the same moves.
But again, it's
his
mindset.
final smash
We
harder though.
pay attention so much on the bills and all the shit that we
I said
do.
his final smash
We don't
is harder
realize,
than
bro.
Ryder's.
You know how much money we ain't spent
Man, so much.
So
and
much.
and I want to kind of
That boy
elaborate.
in a
Yeah, I don't
month.
know if
in a
We
month.
spend a hell of amount of
I
bread
don't know
and
something
then
that's
still
going on.
have enough money to pay rent and all that other bullshit.
Right on.
Just saying.
Right on. I want to get this off. It's kind of
You know what? You
on my chest.
nah. After you say that, we ending the show. We gonna
okay.
we gonna end with Slim.
Okay, check this. My mom worked
Yeah,
at
that boy
the
got the
airport
fire
for
uppercut.
35, 40 years. Called a nigga, made her pick up beer kegs, all kind of things. And she met this lady who happened to be Caucasian. And she set my mom down and explained to her a few rules and a few things that was taught to her. Now, right now today, I drive a Malibu,
Damn.
2007.
Send me out the map.
Can I afford a Benz? Yeah.
I might be able to
Can I
work Ken
afford a
better.
Range Rover?
I gotta get used to Ken. I've been
But the Caucasian woman told my mom, stuck with me. She would come home and tell me these stories. Like, come home and tell me these stories, like, and they stuck. This woman spent $300. She was spending almost $300. That's at that time, $300 a month on life insurance, which came out to be $1 million policy for her kid. She drove a beat up Taurus to work.
Nah.
But when she closed her eyes, she was able to leave that to her children. So instead of me driving that Range Rover, I drive a Malibu and give them people what they want so my children will be able to have a life that I'm going to get there, trust me. But if I don't, I can damn near guarantee that life. Oh, ain't no Dose and Kane on this show. Ain't no Dose and Kane on this show. But if it just not in the cards, I know for a fact that my son is gonna have it. I know that. It's called sacrifice. Yeah, I might, in the words of the great Tupac Shakur, I might not take you there, but I'm gonna spark the flame that do.
With that being said, we gonna end it there.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessing, man.
You had fun?
I went so fast.
You have fun?
What? I could talk for a little hour, man. The hour went so fast.
I'm telling you, every time you come on the show, you gonna have fun. We gonna drop some gems. You gonna have fun. You gonna learn some shit.
Shots out. And look, we didn't need no weed, and we didn't need no alcohol either. But I'm not taking nothing from Jeek Chubb. I watch Jeek Chubb. Shots out, I love them boys. But we didn't need that, and we got it.
Peace. Love, always. Always love.
My bad, Ken.
Hair grease.
We getting used to Ken. You had that.
Soul
Three
Train.
whatever I got.
Hold up. It's coming. Watch. It's coming. We out this bitch.
Yeah.